Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're back with another FIFA video. This is my third weekend league highlights type video and this is the squad that we were rocking out with. So I got Butragueño, which meant I could fit 9 Golan into my starting 11, which is fantastic. We also picked up Dries Mertens to get that strong link to 9 Golan, which was a great start. In our first game we have a very tough team. He's got Steven Gerrard, Salah, Mane, Pogba, that Red Pereira which we also got but couldn't fit into a team, and we started off pretty well. And Dries Mertens, by the way, what a player. Him and Butragueño up front have just completely evolved my team. Last weekend it was Zaha and Vardy, this weekend it's Butragueño and Mertens. And Mertens really surprised me, you know, especially with someone like Butragueño making it into the starting 11, and we are going to talk about Butragueño. Mertens scoring twice in our third game. I forgot to record the first 2 games, so this is, my record was 2-0 at this point, and that might explain why the team was a little bit better than ours. But we go 3-0 up in the 36th minute. We had a very dominating performance in this game. We get 1 more goal before he rage quits. But yeah, one thing I do want to say is Butragueño and Mertens up front. They are 2 very small strikers, but that's kind of, it fits the play style that I use. I like using those very small, agile players that you can just sort of make those runs with. And this team as well, by the way, Griezmann, Roberto Carlos, Cristiano Ronaldo, just a mad team. And this was one of the hardest games I had this weekend league. Not to spoil too much, but we're on a very good record right now as we go into this video. So what a finish there from Butragueño just outside the box, and it was shortly countered by this Cristiano Ronaldo goal. I mean, a mad finish and a mad play to get around my defence. But yeah, I want to talk about Butragueño because he was 19 tokens for me, which is a huge investment, you know. That's past Roberto Carlos and Pep, which is a lot of people's sort of combos. And it's sort of a very big investment, you know. It's past the base icon pack. It's one of the most expensive cards, but I wanted him. As soon as I saw icon swaps announced, I wanted that Butragueño because last year, I remember I played against him quite a few times in Champs specifically, and I thought he was amazing. And this year is a year where the meta in FIFA, more than ever, is to use those short, fast strikers, and Butragueño fits that perfectly. So I decided to pick him up, and his record for me at the moment, I'm pretty sure, is he's got 20 games played, 30 goals and 8 assists or something like that. It's a really good record. But yeah, we go into extra time in this game. I sub on Jamie Vardy off the bench, and I notice he's just watching that cutback. He's watching the cutback. You can see he's marking the passes, so I shoot it near post and score. Went to do the same thing again. His goalie saved it, and we managed to get a bit lucky on the rebound. And it's 5-3 here, and we get so lucky on this goal, man. Watching this back, I actually feel bad for the dude. But Butragueño on the rebound makes it 6-3 to give us the lead, and that takes us to 4-0. And the guy kept inviting me to parties and stuff, which was really weird. He kept spamming me. This next match, guys, a pretty nice team. He's got Dembele, Longley, Semedo, Eder Militao, which is a card a lot of people were using. I couldn't get on with him when I used him. He was solid, but he wasn't as good as everyone was making out. He did a lot of sort of defensive errors. But there we go, Dries Mertens, and just after the second half started, this guy was very hard to break down, I remember. And we finally got our goal in the start of the second half, and it was shortly countered less than 5 minutes later when he goes through with Felipe Anderson. And I gotta say, it was a good touch to get past my defence. And then in the 58th minute, so just after kickoff for us, I sub on Zaha now as my left mid. I take off Coman, sub on Zaha. We do a cutback for Mertens. We get incredibly lucky there to get the rebound header, and that is just the tip of the iceberg as we run through with Zaha again. That 93 or so pace, I think it's 93 pace, but that off the bench is so useful. Especially I play him in a left mid position, so that pace on the wing is really useful to have. This next guy's team, a pretty nice Serie A La Liga hybrid. He's got Longley, De Jong, Dembele, Semedo, and then he's got people like Alana, etc. It was a pretty solid team, and this guy was very hard to play against. I'm not going to lie. He was one of those players that just picked his chances right, and just off a kickoff there, he gets a really nice finish with Dybala, and things went from bad to worse. Dembele and Costa, that burst of pace from Costa, by the way. My centre-backs were dusted. Then that's 15 minutes, he went 2-0 up. I have no clue what Neuer did there. He ran out halfway, stopped, and then just let the ball go straight past him. But just towards the second half or the end of the first half, we start going through Butragueño, some nice dribbling and hold-up play. Mertens enter Dembele, who blasts it near post and takes it to 2-1. or 3-1 I should say rather, and then just on the beginning of the second half, Butragueño with a nice finish on his left foot, and then for 40 minutes we couldn't break him down. So we lost our first game. I'm pretty sure in that game I paused it on the 60th and didn't get the pause because the ball didn't go out of play. It was absolutely mental and very frustrating to play against. And we just got destroyed again straight away. Politano with that turn just completely dusted my defender. And I thought it was going to be a back-to-back loss, but then we have Mertens running through, gets a ball to Butragueño, who takes a touch and blasts it. Butragueño's finishing, by the way. He's got that 5-star weak foot, so he can do those like power shots to the near post on either of his foot, or even like outside the box finesses. He's just very good with them. And then Zaha there with a low-driven shot at that near post. The goalie had no chance. It was a little bit lucky. I thought it was going to get called back for a pen, but that gets us our 6th win, I'm pretty sure. That guy's team was pretty nice though. Yeah, Griezmann, Pogba. This was my first game I played today. And we started off with a very lucky goal to Butragueño there. We got very lucky on the rebound, and that's something I've noticed with Butragueño a lot, is that he's often getting these rebounds, right? He's often there. He'll get tackled and get the ball back. Or a centre-back will be tackling him, and he'll, like, because of his pace and, like, his agileness, he'll, like, somehow finesse his way in front of the ball and carry on running. He's just very good, and there he gets another sort of rebound goal, and we shoot it. It goes 3-0, and we get our 7th win. And this guy's team, very nice as well. He had Red Semedo, which is a card I'm very jealous of, Son, Aguero, De Bruyne, Salah. Just a really, like, meta Prem La Liga hybrid. And then Butragueño doing Butragueño type things. A lovely turn inside the box and blasts it near post. I love this card so much. I can't sing its praises enough, boys, because I can't do it justice. If you've still got your Icon Swaps tokens and you're thinking of a card to get, is that finesse shot not enough notice for you to say Butragueño is a solid one? I think the base icon pack's great because you can sort of like chance getting an R9 or a Eusebio, but for solidarity and for like that cemented good icon, Butragueño is the way forward. But that guy rage quits at 3-0, leading us into our next game. A very solid team. He has Mertens, Insigne, Vardy, Red, Walker. Just a very solid team. But Mertens there with a fake shot inside the box. Gets it to Dembele, who blasts it. I actually meant for that to go far post to Butragueño, but it went to Dembele, who is never going to miss from there. Usman Dembele is still doing bits. Don't get it twisted. But look at that pass from Dembele and the pace from Butragueño there to break away from PK. Absolutely mental. I've never used a striker like it. And it doesn't matter that he was on his weak foot because of that 5-star weak foot. Just manages to get the finish off. And there he goes again, dusting Longley. And Longley is a pretty quick centre-back. Don't get it twisted. Longley is one of the better centre-backs. Great dribbling from Dembele, who sweats it to Coman with a bit of a questionable finish. I thought he missed it low-key because he just dribbled it into the net. But that takes us into our next game with a ones-to-watch Ben Yedder, Griezmann, Hulk, Miranda at right back, but a pretty solid team. Juan Jesus and Thiago Silva. And I'm pretty sure we lost this game, to be honest. But Mertens there on his left foot, first goal. This guy sat very deep. It was very hard to break him down. And it was really interesting. He had the Liga 1 player of, or Liga 1 SBC card. But, like, look at his passing play. And he's got Ben Yedder, who's also got 5-star weak foot, right? And it got me thinking I might pick up the ones to watch Ben Yedder because at his current inform, which is 85, he's doing bits. So a few more informs, Ben Yedder will get absolutely insane. Butragueño there, breaking through the defence. We get really unlucky not to get this shot, you know. I really thought that was going to be a goal, but I kind of messed up on the skill moves. But it doesn't matter because from the corner, from the save, PK manages to score a header, which is very rare, to be honest, in this game. But then, unfortunately, shortly after kickoff, I think it was literally less than 5 minutes after, just really sloppy defending from me, man. I really should have been covering the passes and the runs, but what is that finish? Neuer's really got to be doing better there. He just absolutely dribbles it near post, and that is how the game ends. So, unfortunately, our second loss of the weekend league, and I wanted to play to Silver 1 for today and do the rest of my games tomorrow. So we match this Bundesliga La Liga hybrid. Frankie de Jong is a very common appearance along with Luis Suarez, Sergi Roberto. A pretty solid team. He had Hernandez. He had that Sané card at centre back, which I've not played, but that's a prime example of what I mean with Butragueño. Centre back tackles him, he gets the ball straight back and takes a touch and a finesse from outside the box. This guy's finesses are on another level, and he can do it on both feet. Dries Mertens here, beautiful blast of pace, gets it inside to Butragueño, who gets it back to Mertens. A little bit lucky to get the ball back to Mertens there, but Mertens shoots it across goal, manages to make it 2-0, and we were not done there. That Reginine Golan card, by the way, what a player he is. Butragueño shoots, gets it blocked, gets the ball straight back, and shoots it on his weak foot. But that red 9 Golan has been doing absolute bits for me, boys. I'm really, really happy I managed to get him from my red player picks, and he's definitely a card that's been very impactful. As we go into another game, look at that defense, by the way. One of the best defenses you can have. You have Van Dijk, Rio Ferdinand, Robertson, etc. But you can see how passively he's defending, right? So I just waited and waited and waited for a pass to open. Got it to Mertens, who blasted it near post. And Mertens' right foot is absolute venom, guys. So Mertens there with the drag back, gets it to Butragueño, who does a turn around Van Dijk, completely sends Van Dijk running and blasts it near post. And he's just so good, boys. I don't want this whole episode to be like me rimming Butragueño, but like that's essentially what has happened. He's just like helping me so much in this weekend league, and I think we could be on for our best finish here. He gets a goal back with Roberto Firmino there, but we weren't done. Mertens and Butragueño with a nice link up. Fake shot inside the box by Mertens. Dembele takes the touch. I tried to shoot it first time, but he took a touch for some reason. But it actually played in our favour. Butragueño now with some nice hold-up play. A ball roll, gets it past one defender, puts on the pace, and what a finish as well. I mean, he's just the complete finisher in this game. That takes us to 4-1 up, and in the 90th minute, he gets through with Roberto Firmino. I don't know why my defensive line was so far up, but he gets a consolation goal at 4-2, which takes us to Silver 1, which is 11-2, I think, is what we're at right now. So a really, really solid start to my weekend league. But guys, that is just about it for this video. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like and let me know your thoughts down below. If you are sort of new around the channel, do make sure to stay tuned, because I will be doing more FIFA content in the near future. And let me know which icon you went with. Thank you guys very much for watching, and peace.